I can personally guarantee you'll be thinking about this video days later. Housing is not a free market. Real estate has more government support than banks, autos, or airlines. That's why prices behave differently and rarely crash. We'll look at something you'd never expect to see. It's why with every property I've ever bought in my life, I paid more than anyone in that property's history. I'll tell you how that turned out. You'll be surprised. Hi, I'm Keith Weinhold, Get Rich Education founder, Forbes Real Estate Council member, best-selling author, longtime real estate investor, and see my work in the USA Today. It's been rather awkward for some amateur analysts that have made dreadful housing decline predictions for 6 years now. Starting back in 2012, U.S. home prices have now risen 14 years in a row, and the average annual gain since that time is about 6%, which is sustainable and close to historic norms. Year after year, people, investors, they keep waiting for the right moment, and then meanwhile, the right moment just keeps passing them by. One reason that home values just keep going up is government intervention. Like I said, we don't have a free market. We have a free-ish market complete with training wheels and support animals. This includes ever-expanding loan access, mortgage interest deductibility, depreciation and write-offs for investors, property tax structures that lag the market value. Now, none of this raises prices overnight, but they increase demand structurally. During COVID, stimulus checks, forbearance, and low rates help borrowers make payments supporting home price growth. There's just increasing evidence that anymore the government won't let home values fail. They soared then 19% in 2021. And look, that's only what's happening on the demand side. Don't forget the often unintentional supply restriction that governments induce too. Zoning spaghetti, permit purgatory, minimum lot sizes larger than some European countries seemingly, and environmental reviews that last longer than Avengers Endgame. Governments provide a tailwind to housing values by boosting demand and crimping supply, but of course the main reasons for seemingly inexorable home price rises are still the other attributes that you're probably more familiar with, like population growth, household formation, wage growth, inflation eroding the currency, and land scarcity in desirable areas. Government policy simply amplifies these forces. It doesn't invent them. This is why housing values are stable, resilient, and tend to just keep rising. And now, here's a really interesting way for you to look at things from a longtime investor like me. I've bought a wide variety of investment real estate over the years. I have owned and do own single-family homes, vacant land, agricultural parcels, small apartment buildings, and larger apartment buildings. On every single one of them, on the date that I purchased it, that was actually the most that anyone had ever paid in the entire history of that property. I paid the most. And if there were bids and I got the property, that means that I ended up being the highest bidder as well. So on then, effectively, every single property purchase of my life, I paid more than anyone else ever. Let me tell you how that turned out, and you might be surprised. If someone had no understanding of the real estate market and they just heard me say that, they might think, oh, that just sounds so really bad, like I executed with a poor strategy or a lack of experience or direction. Oh, I've got to be overpaying like somewhere. Well, no, that's actually just how it usually works in real estate, with the incessant drive of this almost unceasing appreciation and inflation. And here's the thing, years later, when it was time for me to sell the property, what were those selling conditions like? You guessed it, I sold it for the most that it had ever sold for, every single time. The narrowest win though was a fourplex I bought for $530K in 2007, and I sold for just $540K in 2013, which is not an inflation adjusted win at all, but most were substantial wins. So for that next buyer that I sold to, that was then the most anyone had ever paid for the property in history yet again. And if it was a bidding situation, I then sold it to the highest bidder the same way I bought it. So therefore, that's not luck? That's not timing. That's simply being an active participant in the real estate market. History shows that trying to time things based on market conditions, that doesn't work. Here is what does work. Owning more assets sooner. Every property you purchase, expect to pay more than anyone ever has in history. And every property you sell, expect that you'll sell it for more than what anyone has ever sold it for. Historically, that's just normal. That's what happens. Next, I want to talk to you about if your net worth is below $1 million or $5 million. But first, if this breakdown is useful, hit like. It helps more than you think. And here's what won't show up in the headlines. The strategy, stories, and the maps that I use myself, I send them out free each week at greletter.com. Now, if your net worth is below $1 million or even below $5 million, you cannot be playing this game not to lose. That's what keeps people stuck. You've got to play to win. The world already has your money. If you want access to it, you've got to go out and get it. You play offense now, and then you can play defense later if you want, when your financial position is where you want it. Really, and here's a huge insight, more money is lost trying to avoid a downturn than is lost actually being in the market when a good upturn happens. Like we've seen, real estate downturns are uncommon. That's why sitting out and waiting is the wealth killer. Because even if a downturn does happen, which is rare, but if it does, if you're already invested, you're positioned for the upturn. You're going to get the full measure of that upturn, and that's where the real gains are. And this is where real estate is different. Leverage kind of works for you in the background. Your 401k doesn't do that. There's no leverage beyond maybe a one-to-one employer match portion, and then you get taxed when you finally touch that money. And then there are some people that also like to gamble a little, play a prediction market like Kalshi or Polymarket, have something in Bitcoin, maybe even have exposure to a risky altcoin. All right, some people want to bet on that, maybe even be invested in a tech stock or the S&P 500, but even these vehicles rarely build wealth when you're actually young enough to enjoy it, because you're probably unleveraged there. You're not making use of other people's money. You're exposed. You've only got your dollars working for you. And yeah, you can do some of that day-to-day stuff. Sure, go on Polymarket and bet on when man will first land on Mars or something. Okay, go have your fun. While the real wealth is built in the background by the quiet, slow-moving leverage of your larger real estate portfolio. I mean, this is where with real estate you can put a $40K down payment on a $200K income property, yet control the whole thing. So when your property appreciates only 5%, then 10K up to 210, you just got a 25% return because you only invested 40K. The power of other people's money, right there it is, the banks. And yes, our investment coaching here connects you with reputable income-producing single-family homes in the Midwest and Southeast that cost as little as $200K. And hey, we'll look at an actual property in a moment. If you want to add more assets, prices are probably only going to go higher. So I encourage you to play to win and not try to wait for perfect conditions, which just never arrive. And look around. Everyone says they want an opportunity, but what people actually want is certainty. The truth is, when certainty arrives, then the opportunity is gone. The Fed is involved in QE-like behavior again, which resumed late last year. That gives the effect of more money printing, and it provides this environment for a continued price run-up across nearly every asset class, real estate and everything else. Long-term inflation expectations are elevated. The Fed is cutting rates. The current Fed funds rate is about 3.6%, and the president wants it cut to 1%. Central banks are stockpiling gold, and the US dollar just had its worst year since 2017. So a lot is lining up to keep supporting housing values, both this ongoing government intervention and this year's conditions. That's what investors are doing at GRE with our free investment coaching. It's how they connect to available off-market properties in low-cost markets like, say, Kansas City, Memphis, Central Florida, or about 20 other markets that we have providers in. Here at GRE, our nationwide provider network connects you with the real deals, and our providers often tell us about them before the public ever knows. For example, the properties where the builder still, in this environment, buys down your mortgage rate to perhaps 4.5%. And before we look at a sample property, why do the properties that our coaches connect you with seem like such good deals sometimes? Well, investor advantage markets have low prices. There's no agent you have to compensate. It's a direct model. Providers provide homes in bulk, keeping the prices down, and there aren't any owner-occupied emotions. That means no unreasonable sellers that hold out for a high price because there's some sentimental or other irrational attachment. Yes, all at greinvestmentcoach.com. Here's a great example. This duplex is in Goddard, Kansas, near Wichita. It's exactly the kind of property that I buy myself. This is brand new build, meaning low maintenance costs, and your tenant usually stays for years. This property generates $3,490 worth of rent income, purchase price of $447,500. In fact, it's already leased to tenants. Each side is 1,368 square feet, 3 beds, 2 baths, and a garage, as you can see. Again, brand new build. You will need a 20 to 25% down payment. So what we do here is help you learn your goals and help you run the numbers based on your situation and compare it to properties in up to 20 markets on a coaching strategy session, which is truly free with one of our GRE investment coaches at greinvestmentcoach.com. Here's how much home prices should rise this year. Invest now because the Fed just declared war on your savings. Watch that here.